Hey everybody, Huples cat just had a good bath, still haven't had my hair cut, had my teeth cleaned today and put the first coat of stain on the deck. So I just wanted to share 5 channels that are sort of not really prepping, that I think are important for everybody to look at least have some idea of. So the first one is ReWild University, you've probably heard of that one. Ken is a good guy, lots about the mind as well as actual skills. The Jimmy Dore show, yep, progressive, left wing, but he's not afraid at all to take the DNC to task as well as the Republican Party. Some of the videos you won't like, some of them you might find interesting. There's one recently where he actually talks about how an 8-year-old Syrian girl is being used, and it's actually an important video. The Townsends, did they bathe in the 18th century? Lots of information about 17th and 18th century colonial American living, and food preservation, for what to cook, how to get food, how to mend clothes. It's a good topic for most preppers to look at. Redacted Tonight, yay Russia. But if you can, and you should be able to consciously filter out the Russian propaganda stuff, there is information on this channel that can be interesting. And last and not least, it's a very small channel, The Morning Dew. I believe the guy's Canadian, and mostly every day or so he puts out a video. He has lots of nice software for meteorology. He shows earthquakes, swarms, where he talks about solar events. It's a really interesting channel. Most people's attention span's like about this big, so you might have trouble with it because he takes time, but interesting to watch. So yeah, that's basically what I would recommend. And let's see if I can get this to give you a bit of a YouTube extravaganza. Catch you later.
The cloud is all about
It is. So you got your standard, this front page this weekend from USA Today, you got your standard O.J. Simpson story, some crap about Trump and how he's an asshole, and then you got the second half of the front page is about Alexa, these the smart home devices, right? Alexa, Google Home. Now keep in mind, our world is melting down. Like, the estimates are that by the end of the century, 70, 80 years, a lot of our world will not be habitable. But we're talking about Google Home devices. That's front page right here.
I really want to thank Kevin and Carrie for coming in and pinch hitting last Thursday on the Q&A. They did a great job. See, I don't even have to be here. Anyway, let's start off. We got a bunch of great questions. What is the first question today? It is, the question has to do with pemmican. When making pemmican, can you use tallow or leaf lard, or must it be suet? So the problem here is one of terminology, at least in partially here. We've got the terms tallow and suet. We talked about this before. Tallow and suet can sometimes mean the same things, or it can be confused. Sometimes tallow
always beats the drum for war. We've also showed you how the mainstream news, like the Washington Post, has a $600 million deal literally with the CIA, which is worth 2-3 times what their paper's worth. And they don't disclose it when they write about stuff about the CIA. Like WikiLeaks and Russia and Syria and Trump and the servers and Seth Rich. They never mention it. They never mention that they have a huge conflict of interest. They also don't mention when they let lobbyists write editorials for them. They don't disclose that they're lobbyists. We showed you that too. This is the Washington Post. This is the paper everyone, oh, it's the paper of no, everyone loves the Washington Post. It's owned by an 80 billionaire predatory capitalist. What could be wrong? Who has a $600 million deal with the CIA? Well, I don't see a problem.
9% of the preppers out there, you're not trying to be prepared so that you can save your own butt. You're concerned about family, about friends, about your community. And you want to be able to serve those around you and to be not only an example of how to smoothly deal with a really crappy situation, but you want to be able to be in a position to save lives, to defend people if necessary, to help them access resources. Today I'd like to cover some things that I think are really, really essential and that have been forgotten by a lot of the prepper community.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Just a quick look at some of the channels I look at on a regular basis that you may not look at for political reasons, or you just haven't found them. This one is, I did a special link for that, a 3-slide PowerPoint, so even the people with small attention spans can look at it. It's 29 minute and 31-second video. Really, really interesting stuff. Anyway, I recommend it. Peace out, and that's all for me for now. But I am dehydrating a candid Canadian ReWild. Au revoir!